Well, is the Justice Department sloppy or outright lying? Attorney General Eric Holder will testify before a House committee tomorrow, and you can expect he will get grilled. Congressman Gohmert will be one of the lawmakers asking the questions. He joins us. Good evening, sir. And you brought some extra reading material for me.
Actually, it's part of the document dump. You know, having been a judge and a lawyer involved in multi-district litigation, I know when people are just providing you with stacks of documents to waste your time. And in fact, there's 92 pages of this are Grassley's letter asking for information. I mean, this is the kind of games they're playing. Something as serious as hundreds of lives being lost, 2,000 guns being pushed into Mexico, the nerve to say things like, well, Bush did it. I know with your legal experience, you know the difference between a controlled delivery, what you get with drugs when people, law enforcement go in, they set up a buy, they deliver the drugs, and then as soon as they do, they arrest everybody. These guys have got the nerve to say, well, Bush did this. They did some controlled deliveries. They did it in conjunction with Mexico. These guys, they're either very stupid or very corrupt.
All right. Now, that stack you got, what, last week, right? Those documents?
Yeah, well, they turned them over, I think, Friday.
Okay. Now, Attorney General Eric Holder is going to testify tomorrow, and there's a new allegation or a suggestion that in addition to this gun-running operation, there's also now a suggestion that maybe the DA was involved in some money laundering, which is a whole other thing. But I'm curious, the big question is, for the Fast and Furious, is who authorized it? And who is the highest person to know about it? And did that person know about it before it was authorized or after it? I mean, those are the simple questions, right?
Exactly. And you've talked to Daryl about it, and Daryl Ice has done a terrific job continuing, being relentless in pushing this forward. And like you say, we'll have a chance to go forward with that.
But they don't answer. But that question doesn't get answered. I mean, this has been going on now for a year. I mean, this is an awful lot of man hours being expended on this.
That's right.
Even to Xerox that for the Justice Department, Capitol Hill. Those questions, when you pose those questions, what are the answers you get?
Well, they're evasive. They provide documents like this, 92 pages being Grassley's letter, just same letter over and over. But you get to the point, Greta, where the question has got to be, do we want an attorney general who is either so crazy that he was authorized something like this, or even know about it and is so incompetent that we would still want him there anyway? And some people say, well, they get to play in these partisan games. Let me tell you, back after it was disclosed that the national security letter process had been abused maybe 3,000 times, some of us let the White House know it's time for a change. We can't have this with Republicans, and we got Judge McCasey as Attorney General. I'd talked to Senator Schumer about that before.
So you think Holder should go?
Absolutely. There should be no question he should go.
You know what I understand? I've known him for years. He was a judge here in D.C.
Was that when he was representing the terrorists, or?
I know when he's on the bench, and he was a well-respected judge. What I don't understand is why you can't get your simple questions answered, and why he doesn't order them to be answered, and why you get a ridiculous document, and why you get this game on it. It is just stunning to me, and why the president, if Eric Holder won't do it, why the president doesn't order him to. This is such a waste of money. This is such a game. This is so, it is such a poor statement about so many things.
Well, and then they hold us off on producing documents that they provided to some of our enemies, but they won't even produce to Congress. And then you've got him out there refusing to prosecute named but unindicted co-conspirators. You even had a Fifth Circuit opinion that said basically there is sufficient evidence to go forward against these guys. He won't even prosecute them.
Are there any Democratic members of Congress who say even privately Holder needs to go?
They haven't yet.
Okay.
And I had the nerve to say that to Senator Schumer back in July of 2007. Well, and unfortunately, we haven't that from the Democrats yet.
Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow, the hearing tomorrow when the Attorney General testifies. Thank you, sir.
I love the way you go after issues and get your answers.
Thank you. We'll use that for a commercial. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.